In the second year of my avionics program at State, I dropped out. I was feeling stressed and distracted all the time. A couple years earlier, I read the book Tuesdays with Morey in high school. I knew what ALS was and how it affected people. And now my dad had it. I couldn't focus on anything. My grades were bad. I didn't really have many friends in the program. Didn't really feel like being there anymore. At first, my dad was still independent enough to do things on his own. We played Halo together growing up, and he still had enough control in his hands to play video games. In only 6 months, he went from driving to living in Rocky View Hospital. I tried to visit almost every day. I felt like I had to. Working and visiting my dad took over my life. Sometimes I just felt like I needed a day or two away from the hospital. Playing video games and hanging out with friends was a good distraction, but if I didn't make it to the hospital, I'd feel bad about it. I felt like I should spend as much time with him as I could. The only time I felt like it was okay to be away was when I went to the ALS youth retreat in Saskatchewan. We did learning activities about grief and a sharing circle, but mainly we just hung out and talked with people who understood. Coming home from the retreat, I didn't feel alone. A lot of people felt like they had pressed pause on their life. After my dad passed away, I tried to go back to school, but it was too soon. I started working in a car dealership. I liked the people, but I didn't like the job. It still felt like my life was on pause. About 3 years after, I started to think about what I actually wanted to do in my life. I kept remembering the amazing nurses at the hospital and the hospice. The way they treated my dad, I became friends with them. The way they would talk with me and make me feel comfortable during my visits. The way they showed up at a celebration of life. They really helped my family and I. I'd done my best to help my dad for those 2 years. I felt like I wanted to help people. Maybe I could go into healthcare. Today I work up north as an oil field and event medic, but on my days off, I also get to work on amazing film sets as a first aid person. I think my dad would have loved to hear about all those things, but for me, the opportunity to help people is what matters. Looking back, I wish I had told my avionics teachers about my dad's ALS. I think they could have found some accommodations for me, but I am happy with the direction I am heading. I'm not sure if I'm there yet, but I am also thinking about furthering my healthcare education. The most important thing is that I press play on my life again.